Hey, how's it going?
I'm on a roll now.
How much does that name change, going from Ambrose to Moxley, how does it affect you internally? Does it have any effect?
Well, it's a lot easier because now everybody just calls me by my real name. So I like that part, yeah. But as far as like,
As a character?
yeah, like it really did feel like I was like asleep for like 5 years, Like I tried really hard to like do things their way over there, and like I was like, all right, I guess, and this is the way it's supposed to be done or whatever. And eventually I'm like, your way fucking sucks. This is stupid. And once I left there, it was literally like I did like a little thing with like a prison metaphor, but it almost was like really like a completely different person that had literally been in prison for 5 years or whatever, and like got out. Like I didn't really realize how miserable I was for as long as I was until afterward. I went like, whoa! And like I literally feel like a different person, like in every sense of the word. So it's exciting. Not just like as a character, so to speak, but like I just feel better as a person. Like I didn't like the person I was becoming where I'm at. So I'm feeling good.
How are you feeling physically?
Good. Pretty 100%. About as 100% as somebody who's doing it for as long as I can be. As far as the staph infection, though, like cut it out, clear it out, take every test imaginable. It should be just done with it now. Giant pain in the ass. Like something from like 2 years ago, just like kind of stay in your system a little bit, So that was the thing that pissed me off about it the most. Because I would have worked for through any injury, or if I had just broken my foot, I could have come to terms with that easier. But that it was like a thing from before that was coming back to bite me in the ass now at the worst time. I was like, ow! But luckily. It was before TV started, so I was able to just get it done, cut a giant fucking chunk of my arm out, and get back to it. There's no rehab or anything, because it's not necessarily an injury. So I mean, a few weeks of antibiotics, shit in your pants, puking, that sucks. But once you got out that, a few weeks of training, getting back in shape, so feeling pretty good.
What's it been like creatively being able to change over from let's say WWE to even New Japan and AEW? Is there a large creative difference between each of those for you?
Oh yeah. I mean, between WWE and the other two, 100%. Pretty much everybody. Pretty much everywhere I've gone since I left WWE hasn't put any restrictions on me whatsoever. I don't think I've been told no once. And I've gotten a lot of really cool ideas where I'm like, okay, cool. It's not like I'm going, it's not like I'm getting handed some piece of crap and I got to figure out how to make it passable. And pretty much everybody just let me do my thing. And I gotta tone other people down. In G1, everybody's trying to do hardcore matches every night with me. I'm like, no, I don't need. But people are trying to get hit in the head with chairs. I'm like, no, it's fine. We don't need a chair.
Is that something you wanted to stay away from in WWE, or is that something you wanted to lean more to? With the hardcore stuff?
I mean, I'm unapologetic. I'm unapologetic about my love for the hardcore style.
Trust me, I've seen Tournament of Death. I've been there. So
the deathmatch style. I mean, and it's not for everybody. And a lot of people will be like, that's stupid, there's no psychology. Deathmatch has its own psychology. You can have two guys who have no animosity whatsoever, but if it's like you almost have to be in that world to understand it to get it. But if I was booked right now to go to Big Japan and work with Jun Kasai, we would immediately start gouging each other with weapons bloody, even though we have no issue whatsoever. That would just be what we did. If you don't, I don't know, I'm getting off track, but I'm not going to do that, by the way. Just using it as an example. But I'm all about, I want to bring physicality And you know, when I use the word violence, I don't necessarily mean chairs, tables, and barbed wire. I mean, I'm trying to hit you as hard as I possibly can hit you. I'm not trying to like do a move and do a dance and do a spinning elbow drop and 5-knuckle shot. I'm trying to like, I'm just, when the bell rings, I'm trying to get in your face and I'm trying to hurt you. And I think that's will separate me from some of the pack in AEW and Japan, wherever. You know, I'm trying to be really physical and really nasty and really mean and really aggressive because that just is the natural way I naturally wrestle, and just getting these restraints put on me and getting this way that what they wanted me to portray in WWE is just so not naturally how I want to be in the ring. And just I lost like my, you know, when I was like in high school and wrestled, I was aggressive. When I played football, I was aggressive. When I started professional wrestling, that's just the way I wrestle. The first match I had outside of WWE was in Japan, and I was like, I can't even picture it. I don't even remember how to wrestle anymore, you know. So I just tried to just completely take everything out of my mind and just any expectations or preconceptions. I just try to empty my brain and just completely rely on instincts and see what happens. And then like 2 minutes into the match, I'm beating the fuck out of it. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I used to do all the time. This feels right. So, you know, that's just, I'm just gonna try to keep the intensity level turned up. And if it's necessary, or if I'm just in the mood, or if you know, or if a situation like you put me and Joey Janela's name together, now the expectations are such that we have to. We got to take them to the brink of where they have to look away, and I did that on purpose. But that was a special occasion because me and Janela's reputations. You know, I'm wrestling Sean Spears on Wednesday. I have no such plans on busting out any barbed wire bats or anything. But hey, you never know what could happen. So.
Do you watch your own matches? I'm curious. Is it like, I know a lot of actors don't like watching their own stuff. Do you watch it to critique yourself?
General rule in the past has always been, if it was good, I know it was good. And I won't watch it back because, especially if I really loved it, I'll avoid watching it back at all costs. I'll be like, no, I don't want to see it. Because in my head it was so good and I was there in the arena and heard the crowd was loud. But if I watch it back, I'll go, ooh, I'll start picking it apart and nitpicking it, and I'll say, and then I'll hate it. But if I sucked, and I can't get out of my head, and I'm like, God, that sucked, I might watch it back, because I'm like, well, it can't get any worse now. So I might watch it back, and I'll be like, that wasn't so bad. But I've been watching a lot more of my stuff back lately, over the past few months. I've been trying to almost like, I've been trying to rebuild myself from scratch. So I had to so I've been watching stuff back and picking my own stuff apart and trying to improve stuff and be like, oh, that was good, that sucked, that was cool, add more of that, or that rule, you know, or like come up with new ideas. So lately I've been kind of going back to, you know, how it was when I was like 18, where you're like doing tape study and you're trying to get better and stuff. You know? So lately I've been watching myself back a lot.
So you are making your way towards Full Gear at a point, Baltimore, Maryland. I always like to ask people. Obviously, they will be having events at Jimmy's. What is your go-to meal there? Jimmy's Seafood.
I've never been there.
You've never been to Jimmy's?
Unfortunately,
wow.
No. Maybe I'll go this time.
Oh, of course you will.
Well, it's a seafood place, you know.
Yeah, Jimmy's a big seafood place. They cater towards the wrestlers all the time.
Clams, you know. See, I usually avoid places like that are like packed, where like all the boys go and all, you know, because then it becomes a circus and there's fans and it becomes, you know, I avoid circus atmosphere, so that's probably why I've never been.
They try to do a good job to make sure that they can cater to the talent, to make sure they have a good time. But yeah, at times you are absolutely right. So, but yeah, definitely check it out. They take care of their wrestling talent for sure. They're really good seafood.
Right, we'll keep that noted.
I'm curious, when Omega got that, 6-star match ratings, was that when a lot of wrestlers started paying attention more to what was going on in New Japan, or are you always watching it like that? Like, what was it like for you? Was that what attracted you to
I hadn't watched New Japan in a while. I was really into it in like maybe like 2012. I remember I was really into it a lot when I was in SCW, watching like Minoru Suzuki, Tanahashi, Okada was just coming in. You get in WWE, you just get in the bubble like nothing else exists, and you're just 365 days, just non-stop. Like I got stuck in like the WWE bubble. I didn't hardly watch anything outside of WWE for the longest time. Kenny Omega is just one of those like names you hear. Is like, his reputation just gets built up beyond belief. This like becomes myth, I knew I wanted to go to Japan because I've only been over there previously with WWE. But I love the fans over there. And I love being over there. I love wrestling over there. I love working a different style where you can do some actual wrestling and they're not getting impatient and doing chants and stuff, and you can grab a arm bar or whatever and they appreciate it, instead, or you can just do more like regular wrestling and they like it. So I knew I wanted to go back to Japan. I didn't know who it was going to be for. Luckily, New Japan just called me, so and I was like, I'm in. Put me on the plane. Let's go. No discussion needed.
I guess just following up on that is now that AEW is going full time instead of just like the occasional pay-per-view every month. How is that going to affect your relationship with Japan going forward? Especially that you're still as this champion.
I still got some business over there to do. And I'll be over there probably from time to definitely for a little bit here from time to time. In 2020, it could get less frequent. It could be. I really don't know yet because. The option is always on the table. So if it works to go, because there's so many great opponents over there that I'd love the chance to work with. So if it makes sense, I might pop over there here and there. But I think, that feeling we got the other night, at the end of the night when that hit 10 o'clock and we got one in the bag and we did 2 hours and it was just high fives all around and it's like a real team atmosphere. Like that was addictive. I was like, I can't wait till next Wednesday. All right, this is gonna be so much fun. I feel like it's gonna be all consuming, and that's where the priority is gonna have to lie. So, I spread myself too thin in the last few months. So going forward in 2020, I don't want to do that.
You think you'd stick around at least till Wrestle Kingdom, probably?
I would love to do Wrestle Kingdom. I'm 100% my plan is to be at Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know what the opponent would be, but
do you have one of those you'd like to specifically wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom? If this is your one shot before AEW becomes a full-time thing.
That's so tough, man, because there's just so many. Because if you
like you and Suzuki,
Suzuki's on the list for sure. I don't know why. For some reason, I just feel like that would be a missed opportunity. I feel like because he's just one of those guys that's just no BS, no kind of like so many of those New Japan guys are. No BS, just let's get in the ring, face to face, and let's just start fighting. I love to just fight. Suzuki's one of those guys that's just mean and nasty, and I love to be mean and nasty, but who knows? So he'd be on the top of the list, and to go a whole career and never wrestle Okada or Tanahashi when I had the chance would be a bummer. So, and there's just the whole, I'd like to get in the ring with Kenta, who I've never got in the ring with, who's in WWE too, but I think that would be really cool to see, the violent version of Kenta and the violent version of Jon Moxley, in a different scenario. Those are just some on the top of the list, But I never, G1 was something I never thought about until the opportunity was presented. Tokyo Dome is something I never really thought about. But now it's like 5 minutes after you think about it, now it's a bucket list thing. It's like, now I have to do it. Because now I'll be like, oh man, well the opportunity was there. If I don't want to miss out. So I 100%, it's a long answer, but I plan on being in Tokyo Dome.
You and Omega seem like you guys are headed for a big clash, big spot on AEW this past week. Was he number one on the list, the guys that you wanted to work with outside of WWE?
The guys that, sometimes like the greatest rivals take the least effort to put together. They just happen, they just managed to find a way to find each other, and it took me and Kenny about 6 seconds to come head to head, and it's kind of I think our personalities and just that we're just two totally different people from two totally different worlds, with two totally different fan bases have now converged at this spot, in this place, in this time in wrestling. It's like it was meant to be, man. You know, the universe just like, you know, I don't think anybody would have ever even thought of us or talked about us in the same sentence, and then it's just like, now it's a thing. Now it's, and I think the match getting taken away at All Out almost makes it like bigger now, because now it's like even more of a white whale kind of thing, you know? But I mean, Tony Ferguson and Khabib got canceled like 4 times. And now, that's the only match in the world I want to see. I don't care how many more times they have to book it, you know? So hopefully there's only one cancellation.
Did you feel like Scott Hall when you debuted?
I'm much cooler than Scott Hall.
I'll give you the hospital where to send people get well packages. Almost all.
Right, yeah, good luck.
But Bones is getting broken.